Go ahead, man.
All of you former players, now aficionados talking on television, you should be ashamed of your damn selves. Each and every single one of you.
Why?
And I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
The concern that you have about the New England Patriots should mirror what you felt last year. I'm good with that. You look at their personnel, and you got question marks, okay? They picked up Devontae Parker in the offseason. Janu Smith got to produce at the tight end spot because he didn't have the greatest year last year. With him and Hunter Henry, they were a mixed bag, right? Your running game was strong with Harris, this cat Stevenson, those boys. They could run the football, okay? Here's my issue. Tell me you got a problem with New England because of their personnel, and I'm cool with it. We making too big of a deal over the fact that Matt Patricia and Joe Judge are there. The hell is about Bill Belichick? Is he the greatest coach in the history of the NFL or not?
Yeah.
Or not? That's all. Because guess what? We saw, as Molly so astutely, I might add, brought up just a little while ago, when Josh McDaniel was a head coach, that was a problem. Now, I understand. You didn't mention his name, but damn it, Tim Tebow was quarterback. We love Tim Tebow, but damn it, that's what's quarterback. We understand it was limited.
Yeah, great moment.
Okay, yeah,
great moment.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, Josh McDaniel was the coach then. I mean, that hurt me what he did to my Steelers. I still haven't forgiven Ike Taylor for that. But the point that I'm making is this. We looked at Josh McDaniels. We saw some decisions. We weren't impressed as a head coach.
Yeah.
That's why he had to go back to New England. He's probably learned the error of his ways, probably even better now. What I'm saying, though, is the man he was answering to was Bill Belichick, who is the premier elite overseer in the National Football League. It's understood. So my point to you is this. I'm not worried about Matt Patricia or Joe Judge. They needed a job. After the job they did in Detroit and New York, respectively, the brothers needed a job.
They needed an
employment bad.
Yeah.
Okay? Bill Belichick looked out for them. It ain't like Bill Belichick is going to just hand the reins to them. He will oversee. He will dissect. He will counsel. He will tutor. He will coach. This is what he does. This is what he does. And he does it at an elite level. No one disputes that. So if that's the case, do you have any idea how insulting it must be to Bill Belichick to sit up there, by the way, in training camp and preseason? And I understand reporters got to do their job. But they talking like, listen, we got something to worry about because of our personnel. You really think that Bill Belichick is just going to sit back and, Matt Patricia, I need you to do whatever it is that you're going to do. And Joe Judge, I need you to do whatever it is that you're going to do. And they're really, really relying on you guys. Really?
Yeah.
Please, stop it.
So who going to call plays?
Excuse me, if it's Bill Belichick, I have no problem with it. And by the way, you have some people who have said they have a problem with Bill Belichick calling plays. And I'm going like this. Why would I have a problem? Let me ask you a question, and I'll give you the floor.
Okay. Please do.
I know that Bill Belichick's signature is defense. He's a former defensive coordinator. I get all of that. I understand that. The man has been coaching as a head coach for nearly 30 years, bro. Cleveland, now 25 years, Cleveland, now New England, okay? He's a 7-time champion, 6-time champion as a coach, an 8-time champion overall. This is Bill Belichick. You trying to tell me he don't deserve the benefit of the doubt when somebody says he gonna call the plays? We can't at least respect the man enough to say, let's wait and see. We got to sit up there and think about, oh, Josh McDaniel's gone. What's Bill Belichick's going to do? Oh, Joe Judge and Matt Patricia's there. What Bill Belichick going to do? We can't sit up there and go like this. I want to see this. He's Bill Belichick, bro.
Molly, see.
He's Bill Belichick.
That's why me and him be having fights. That's why. Because he proves my point at times, and he don't know he doing it.
Oh, please.
I
know what I'm doing all the time.
Who was Bill Belichick quarterback?
Tom Brady.
How many years have Mac Jones played in the NFL?
This is his second year.
And that's not concerning to you?
I didn't say. I prefaced my comments by saying if we're talking about talent, I got no issue.
I know it was a lot of dinking, but he did complete 68% of his passes.
I
just specifically said if we're talking about talent, I have no issue.
This man just said Bill Belichick gonna call plays for a second-year quarterback?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.